Okay, so welcome today. What I'm going to do today is talk a little bit about a Cross Metaverse build that I was one of the invited beta artists for this mesh preview show, and I wanted to give you guys a little walkthrough today, and then go into some behind the scenes of what it takes to build this. So let's get started. So this build right here is in Decentraland. This is where the show is taking place, and right now there is a call for artists, and this will be part of the Metaverse Art and Music Festival coming up. This is my cube here. Here there's 4 other awesome artists, and you can also go to the teleport to the world section, and there's 4 other cubes. So for right now, let's just, I'm going to dive in and share a little bit about my cube here. So this is, let me unmute this. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but hopefully yes. This is my cube. I'm just gonna let this play for a little bit, and it's only a short video, but I'll let you guys watch it. Okay, so that's actually part of an NFT drop that is live for one more day that I did, and it's the work in process of my submission. And the name of the actual drop I'll talk about in a second here. Let me see if I can get it open for you guys, and I'll show you, jump a little bit ahead and show you that drop here real quickly. So if anybody here is a collector, you're, let's see, it's not loading right now. If not, we could just go back to it in a little bit. Let's see, I gotta check out Scott, let's see if it's going to link to my, I'm just trying to scroll to show you guys real quick the current drop. For some reason, I'm not able to find myself. Oh, there it is. Okay. Sorry about that. So right now here, we're in my submission for I was one of the beta artists. There's 7 of us invited to be a part of this, including Bay Backner, who is the amazing organizer of this current art show happening. So let me load this and show you guys real quick. So this is the drop that I was talking about that's currently live right now. It's live for one more day. And I've had 4 new collectors for this, and then the rest of the mints are for past collectors I airdropped. So if any of you guys are collectors of NFTs and like supporting smaller creators, hardworking, I would love to have you as one of my new collectors. Okay, let's go back to over here. So right now, oh, I actually didn't want to do that, but we're going to talk about Blender in a little bit as well. So right now, here is my my cube. So what I did here is, because within Decentraland, when you're building, it has we had very specific poly count limitations. So one of the things I did here is I actually these images right here of the cat, which we'll explore in the other worlds that leads to, I actually had to make them flat. They're actually flat plane. And I did that in order to make the illusion of it being in 3D in here, but also keeping the poly count super low. So kind of did a couple hacks in here just to make that happen. And I haven't streamed in a long time, and it's fun actually being back live streaming. I think I'll be starting streaming again and just sharing what I've been working on. So for this submission, I did the video here, which I ended up doing minting as an NFT just to commemorate like the process, and it's kind of like I call it the daydream of this creature, this kitty cat creature, going from 2D into the 3D world. So what I did is I didn't, as I said, like within Decentraland, there's limitations as to how much you can actually poly count. And right away I was like, ooh, I want to continue the story, but with a little less limitation. So I built 2 continuing stories of this. So there's a Monaverse version right here, and then there's a Hyperfy version. So let's jump into the Hyperfy real quick. This is a Cross Metaverse Builder stream, so I just wanted to showcase that. Let me say welcome to everybody. Welcome, everybody. Hopefully we'll eventually get some viewers here. But, let's see. Right now, it's not yet showing up on there. Let me see if it's actually... It's not updating on the window. Not sure if that means anything. Hopefully you guys are still hearing me, but this is a test, so you never know what's gonna happen. It's still saying that I'm streaming, but it's not showing. It's not updating anything on here. Let me see if my stream settings are good. Oh, I know what it's doing. Here, I gotta switch over here. So hopefully now it'll switch over. Well, I'm not seeing it switched over, but I know there's a little bit of time delay. So right now, it's saying that the audio stream bitrate is low. Maybe we're having some issues. Okay. Well, I'm not sure if it's actually working. In the meantime, I'm going to see if this is showing here. Yeah, it's showing here, and it's showing that it's streaming. But for some reason, the window is not updating. Right now it's showing... Oh, there we go. Okay. So, this is my Hyperfy version. As you can see, it's a very different environment, and I'm able to actually have everything in 3D here. So this is the cube. So if you guys remember the cube from earlier in Decentraland, we are now... I'm in the default avatar. Here are the portals to go back. If you wanted to go back to Decentraland, all you have to do is click there. If you wanted to check out the drop that I was showing you earlier, there's the drop, the link to the drop. You just click on that, and this is where we'll head afterwards. This is the Monaverse version of this. So right now, cool thing about Hyperfy is you can fly. So I'm gonna get up high, and this is like a skybox image I did. And none of this is AI generated. It's all hand drawn and Blender and Photoshop, and all from designs that I've done. And within here, there is a hidden QR code that no one's found, and whoever finds it will be getting one of the NFTs from my drop. But there's only one more day to find it. There has been people trying to find it, but they have not succeeded yet. So as you can see here, this is... And just to give you guys a little background on this drop, the title of the actual drop that I was sharing earlier, which is this guy right here, it's called REVERE of Tipayotl, and it is the Cross Metaverse manifestation filled with shifting meshes, textures, and visual building block echoes, like a dream repeat in a harmonious way down the rabbit hole of thought. So this is kind of like all the whips of making all these metaverses that I'm here showcasing to you guys right now. So a little background about this. So all of these start out, except for a couple things, like the crystals were from this cool tutorial I did, but the rest of it are all come from sketches, hand paint, like paper and pencil, brought into Illustrator, brought into Blender, and then brought into these various metaverses. So within here, this one also has the music. So this was another thing that maybe today will be like the start of this process, and then over the next few streams, I will dive into the making of the music as well, because this was done using Fruity Loops. I'm going to mute it for now, but that music was done using Fruity Loop Studios, FL Studios. Actually, they no longer call it Fruity Loops, but yeah, so within here somewhere, and it's so well hidden, I can't even find it. So within here is a hidden QR code, and if you get it within the next 24 hours, you will get a free NFT from this drop that will end tomorrow. So let's go back. Let's check out the other version, and then what I think I will do is over my next few streams, I'll kind of like walk you guys through the process of creating this. So I've been doing stuff in the metaverse now for the past 2.5 years, coming on 3 years. And the first metaverse I went into was CryptoVoxels. First one I started contributing to was Decentraland, which is where I've been doing a lot of stuff as well. And then I started doing builds in Monaverse, which I haven't done a tour, but maybe I'll do. I think maybe I did a stream of that a while back. I don't know why it's not clicking. Come on, Monaverse. Well, what we can do is I'm going to close this up and we're back in Decentraland now. Okay, and from here, I can actually click unless it's opened up the Monaverse version. So this is the Monaverse version, the continuation of the story. So it's like the daydream of this Tipayotl is like the Aztec jaguar god. So this is the other metaverse version. So right now, some of the things were working, some were not, but I was able to get the majority of the stuff I wanted in here. So when you come in here, it's a whole nother experience, kind of the continuation. You still have the cube. So he is actually this guy up here, so you can see him. He's from the Concrescence of the Metaverse Eschaton different drop I did about 2 months ago. He's part of that drop. And I'll talk about that at some point. But for today, let's just go explore this guy and see. So this is a continuation of the daydream of these shapes and creatures within this little metaverse build. And all of these you can actually access. I haven't token gated any of them, so these are all open for everybody to explore. So within here, now that I've fallen, there's no escaping. So it's really fun exploring and seeing what you can do within different creative spaces. And Monaverse has been a lot of fun. If any of you guys caught the Let's Break things, I was for about almost a year I was doing work for them. I recently left there and I'm now more focusing on Decentraland and building, which is a lot of fun. So you can see all the different iterations kind of continue, different limitations in Decentraland. There's definitely smaller limitations, and these other ones I probably should optimize. After all, optimization is a lifestyle, but I did not practice that lifestyle within these builds. These are probably very, very high poly count, but they've been a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm gonna end it for today, but I just wanted to give you guys a quick overview, and I'll dive into the details over the next few weeks and talk about the build, the design, the work behind it. And hopefully, if any of you guys are interested and want to support my creative journey as a builder, I'd love your support, and I would just love to have you join me on my journey. And I will paste these in the chat, or in the, not the chat. Actually, here, I could just paste this right here. I don't know if the chat shows up. You can probably paste it, but I will paste it in the description afterwards. So that is that. Here is the Decentraland coordinates. That's if you guys want to check that out. Here is the Monaverse version. And I will drop one last one. Here, let me close Monaverse. I will drop the last one, the Hyperfy one, for you guys real quick. Here is the Hyperfy link. So you guys can always explore those. All those are open right now. And the Mesh Art Show, those are currently up as well. But yeah, I will come back and I will be kind of diving more into the, here, I'll show you guys, into the behind the scenes, the making of these, and how they start and what I played with to do it. But thank you guys for watching, and I will be back hopefully over the next once or twice a week. I'll hop in, maybe share a couple little fun tips and tricks. And yeah, thanks for watching.